Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I make my opt-ins using Canva. And I'm going to show you my actual process because I have not created this opt-in yet. Um, Sorry, I moved myself over there, so kind of side-eyeing myself over there. But I'm going to show you how I make an opt-in based on a blog post. So based on reusing content, I'm going to share my screen. Let's see, window, Canva. Here we go. So the guide that I'm going to make today is about DoorDash, and it's going to be an opt-in for my Hustle email list. So I have 3 different email lists I'm working on for this blog. I have the AI writing with Jarvis and outranking and making more money with blogging. And then I have the Etsy SEO, making digital products, and then I have my side hustles. So this post I just published this morning, I wrote it this morning. It's like 4,000 words. It's insane. So I thought, what better way to utilize this and make the most out of it than to turn it into a guide? And I'm not really wanting to get into selling a whole bunch of stuff like this. I would rather just get the traffic and get the email signups. So for right now, I'm not going to sell anything related to DoorDash. That could change next week. Who knows? You guys know how my brain works. But I've figured out a few things with DoorDash and I just wanted to share them. My assistant works with DoorDash, drives for DoorDash, and she's always giving me tips and tricks. So she helped me put this post together. But if you have a post on your blog, even if it's not new, if it matches, if it can be an opt in, you can just reuse the content that you already have on your blog and turn it into an opt in. You can even turn it into a paid product, but we're going to talk about an opt in today. So you're going to have a Canva account, obviously. And then you can use a template or you can make your own. I'm just going to try to start from as scratch as possible instead of using, like, I've bought tons of templates. So instead of doing that, that's not going to be very helpful for you. I'm going to see what I can come up with here. So we're wanting to do a workbook or an ebook of some sort. Let's type workbook and see if anything pops up. Awesome. So here's a workbook. It says course title here. Ooh, that's nice. I don't like these colors, but that's easy to change. If you see something that you like the idea of it, but you don't like the colors, then that's okay. Just go ahead and choose it. So I'm going to put workbook in the search up top and then just kind of look through. And if you hover over, it's going to start scrolling. It'll tell you like this has 1 through 6, 1 of 10. This one doesn't scroll, so it might just be an image. Here's one, 18. So just find what it is that you want to use and get started there. That's actually a pretty cool workbook. I think I'm going to use this one. If you are new to my channel, this is a work with me video, so you can watch this video and try to remember it or watch it and take notes, or you can pull up your screen and work alongside me. So that's kind of what works best is if you don't really know about Canva, but you don't want to spend an hour because I don't even know how long this is going to be, but you don't want to spend an hour just watching a video. That feels like a super big waste of time to me. So have my video up, have your Canva screen up. If you can, have 2 screens. That's ideal. But if not, just have your screen up and my screen up and listen to me, press pause, rewind as you need to. I'm going to try to talk through this as much as I can. Now, to get started, I did create an outline. It's just a really rough outline of what I wanted to include. And it's kind of like the main points of my post. It's not just my post summarized, though you can do that. It's actually a post. It's actually information from the post that I'm going to pull over here. So let's see. DoorDash quick start guide. How about quick start guide? Make your first 1,000 as a dasher. I want to avoid putting DoorDash in the title, even though I'm not selling it. I don't want to get in trouble for that. That was a really ugly ass background. So we're going to go over here to, let's go to photos. See if this will work. Yep, this will work. Okay. Make your first 1,000 as a dasher. Get rid of that. Put your website here. And I'll leave this, I'll leave a link to this template. So if you don't see it whenever you pull up your Canva, then you can still use it. The colors that I want to use, I feel like I should use red because of DoorDash, but I also feel like red is really ugly color. So we'll try that. If you notice over here, I clicked change all. That might have been a mistake. We'll have to see as we go through. Sometimes it's a good call, sometimes it's not. So, and then right here, you're going to write a brief description about what the workbook is. So, let's see. Simple workbook to help you get started with a food delivery service. As a food delivery driver, let's just do DoorDasher. I'm not selling it. Hopefully I won't get sued, right? If you're finding that this background is too see-through, then you can go up here to transparency and you can raise it up a little bit, and then it's not going to be as transparent. Again, these backgrounds are just freaking hideous. I don't even know what they are, but oh my goodness. All right. So you want the name, your workbook name there, your blog name there, your website, whatever. So I'm just going to do sadiesmiley.com/DoorDash. That's going to be the short link that goes to my post. I don't have the short link yet, but I'll set it up. So I want to do a quick intro. Who am I? What is DoorDash? Can you really make money with DoorDash? That kind of thing. But what I want to do first is just get rid of all of this ugliness because I can't handle it. It's stressing me out. Like I really can't handle it. And if you want your background to be a little less, then you can go up with the transparency. That looks good to me. We're just going to go through and delete all, maybe I can just change the color. Hold on. I feel like it's kind of unnecessary to have it there, but maybe let's just change it. Change all. Okay. Yeah, these pictures are super distracting to me, so I'm just going to go through and make this a little better for my brain. Call to action can be this. Okay. Start off with your intro. Like, who are you? Why are you writing this? I really love to teach women how to make money online, not so much people. So I'm going to say women to make money online. If you found this workbook, chances are you already know that. I'm so glad you decided to download and take the first step towards making 2002 as a driver for DoorDash. These tips and tricks will help with other delivery services too, but the main focus here is DoorDash because I know it works. You can center or left justify or right justify. And then we want to talk about, let's see, what is DoorDash? Can you really make money? Can you really make money with DoorDash? Question I've been asked many times. Answer is yes. Throughout this workbook, you'll see many opportunities to learn how to not only make money by delivering food, but how to make more money. More dollars per hour. I'll add more to that. I'm not going to sit here and make you guys watch this because I don't plan on editing, so I'm going to try to keep it short. All right, so the table of contents. The introduction is, what is DoorDash? How do I get started? Section 1 is going to be how to become a dasher. How about we just go like this because that covers the second one, right? And then section 2, completing your first DoorDash order. Section 3 is going to be how to increase your earnings. And I'm noticing that this background is not going to work. Maybe I need to just make it lighter. Let's see. We'll see. Section 4 will be becoming a top dasher. And then make your first 1,000. This is a roadmap. Then section 6 is going to be FAQ and getting started checklist. All right, so once you have your table of contents, you've outlined it a little bit. Again, don't forget to put in your name or email or website or whatever you're putting here. DoorDash. And then a lot of these are going to be repeating because this does have sections. Does it have sections? Usually they do. Okay, so this doesn't even have sections. This just has pages. So you're going to have to make sure that this right here is your section, right? Insert a headline or section name. You've got to duplicate that because you're going to need that again for section 2, for section 3, etc. And I just move it down a little bit so it's out of my way. And then we want to fill in this background. What is DoorDash? And then we'll write, about what DoorDash is. And this is where you can really reuse your content. So what is DoorDash? And you're going to have to format it. You're going to have to word it a little bit better sometimes because, like for me, I talk a lot about my blog posts. And if this is a guide, then I want it to seem like a guide, not like a blog post, if that makes sense. So I'm going to erase while you're here, check out my other hustle posts. Okay. Complete your first. Okay, so I really need a section here. What is DoorDash? You know what? I'll just use a different title. Okay. Insert main header. So we're just going to move on to how to become a dasher. And then if you want to ungroup these, do you see how these are grouped? If you want to move one without moving the other, then you need to click ungroup. Then you can move one and not move both. Whoops. Okay, so then we go back over here. DoorDash driver requirements. We're definitely going to have to go over that. So let's see if there's a checklist in here somewhere that we can duplicate. Here we go. Checklist, duplicate it, never just edit because then you're going to lose the main template. You don't want to do that. How to become a dasher. All right, so these are going to be requirements. DoorDash driver requirements. And let's see what they were. I know you got to be 18. You got to fill in a background check, but there's a list somewhere in here. Okay, you must be 18 years or older. And there's no text box here. So click on text, and then we'll just add a regular text right here. Must be 18 years of age or older. And my assistant put in that you must be driving for a year first. I did not see that anywhere on the DoorDash site. So I don't know if it changed or if it's just not a thing, or maybe they don't advertise it. I have no idea. But I am going to leave it off because if it's not on the site, I'm not advertising it either until I find out otherwise. Okay, what? That's no toast serif. Let's go to no toast serif. Okay, must be 18 years of age or older. Must have a car with registration. Car must be registered. You must have a driver's license. Must have driver's license. And then car must have insurance. We're going for published, not perfect here. So if you notice things aren't lining up right, just keep going, keep going, keep going. You can edit that at the end if you need to. Can drive scooter or bike in some areas. All right, so then we need to ungroup so we can get rid of this bottom one because we don't have a requirement there. I can delete that. And I feel like I can make this bigger. Perfect. We'll worry about those later. And you can, I wish Canva made this easy to do like a replace all. But one thing you can do is copy and then just paste into each page instead of having to type. Okay, after DoorDash driver requirements, we're going to look at this. Let's see. Okay. So I'm basically going to walk them through this whole post, but giving it in a different format and giving a little bit more because I'm going to have the checklists. Instead of being on here for an hour and doing everything that I want to, I'm going to go to the bottom and see about a checklist. Getting started checklist. Here we go. I'm going to put this at the very bottom. It's probably going to be the last page or close to it because the last page is going to be like, hey, go visit my YouTube or something. But okay, so DoorDash driver getting started checklist. Here are a few things to keep in mind before becoming a dasher. And then you go back over to your post and what are the requirements? What is the checklist? What do you want to do? And you just pull them in there just like that. I am going to fill this out a lot more, but let's see. Sometimes that takes a little more work than I can muster in my brain while I'm on a video. So let's just do a little section here. How to become a top dasher. We need another checklist. Okay, this will work. How to become a top dasher. And then let's see. Okay, the top dashers really adds, really on my own blog while I'm doing a video. Come on. Customer rating of at least 4.7. Again, we want to left justify this. Oops, it's a second line. There we go. Okay, customer rating of at least 4.7. What's the next one? Acceptance rate of at least 70%. Just gonna paste these in, each of them. I don't know how many I have, so I might not even need the last few, but whatever. Completion rate of at least 95%. 100 completed deliveries in the past month. So this is one way that you're going to be able to make $1,000 or more a month with DoorDash. You're going to have to complete enough orders. And if you do 100 completed deliveries, that's, if you work every day, that's only like 3-ish a day, right? But if you are only working 3 days a week, then you're going to have to multiply that, right? And you're going to maybe have to do 10. So keep that in mind if you are going to be door dashing. Keep in mind that there are many ways to make extra money with DoorDash, but you've got to put the work in. It's just like with everything else, literally just like with everything else. And then I'm going to add this here, ungroup, because I do not need the fill-in box. And I know I called this a workbook, but I don't even know if I'm going to call it a workbook whenever I'm done with it. It's okay to change your mind. If you start out as a workbook and you change your mind, make it an ebook. If you start out as an ebook and you want to make it a workbook, make it a workbook. It doesn't matter. This is you're the boss. It's your thing. Nobody can tell you what you should and shouldn't do. I feel like a lot of people they get so hung up on, oh, I heard this and oh, I heard that. And let me turn my Spanish app off on this site real quick. Maybe it'll stop. Just today I was talking to someone and they were trying to get started with a PLR site, and they were like, well, I heard this was difficult and I heard that was difficult and I heard this and this and this. I'm just like, stop listening and stop making roadblocks where there aren't any. Just do it. Let's see how to be a top dasher. Okay. This is what I want to include too, is some info about, that's how to become a dasher. Where did I put how to become a top dasher? Here we go. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. Cool. I like how that looks. All right, so that's how to become a top dasher. I need to mark that off because that one's actually finished how I want it to be. Becoming a top dasher. And then I'm going to have to create a roadmap of making your first $1,000. And I think this might be a good one. But I need to duplicate it because it's not going to work with just one for me. I need a text box for them to write in as well. Okay, so I want this duplicated. So I'm just going to highlight and Control C and then do it here. Now, this is a bit squished. So let me move this up top. And let me move these up a little. That looks better. Roadmap to your first $1,000 as a dasher. All of these tips to make your first 1K with DoorDash. Whoops, I don't want that to be 2 lines. Okay, so what are I have a little section in here about how to make 1,000. Um, actually, I can put this here. I like this better. Timing. Choosing the right times and areas to dash in and putting the work in. Absolutely true. But this is really freaking squished. So let's show Binky Dink it. Okay. I want to add a text box. Oops, that's not what I meant to add. I meant to add that and then change the font. Okay, I need to lock these bad boys. So if you want to lock something, just highlight and click the lock button. They will not move until you click the unlock button. Not really a lot of space here. What should I do here? Maybe I should turn it into a 3. These are not letting me unlock individually. All right, so let's just see what happens when we get rid of 3 of them and turn them into ungroup. And this is not one that can stretch, so we're just going to make it bigger ourselves. And we will, I'm just going to get rid of these because I'm going to duplicate. So let's copy and, nope, let's copy and paste. And then we're going to lock these 3 together. Well, not yet. Hold on. Move to the center. Okay, and then lock those 3 together. Can I still duplicate when it's locked? I need to make sure these 2 stay together forever. So then you're going to click group. And it's going to be like this. Okay. I'm going to group all of them together. Group. Perfect. Now copy and paste. Copy and paste. Yeah, that looks better anyway. It's not quite as squished. And now I can get my pro tip back. Turn it into my font. And I do not want it caps locked. We're going to say this is the pro tip. Team up. Team up with a friend so you don't have to waste time finding parking. Just this one tip can increase your earnings drastically. I'm going to have to next talk about supplies and expenses as well. So you guys get the point of, or you get the idea how you can change things and move them around, make them your own, even if you're using a template, right? This is how it started, and then this is what it looks like now. So I'm probably going to have to duplicate this to make it more like 6 steps because this isn't actually a very clear roadmap, which I need. This would be a good roadmap too, actually. So we'll see what I end up doing. If you go to sadiesmiley.com/DoorDash, after this video is published, maybe in like a week, I don't know. Depends on how lazy I am. Then you'll actually get to see the whole guide in action as well. So if that's something you're interested in, oh, look at this. This is a roadmap. This is perfect for a roadmap. Maybe we'll do that. Let's duplicate it and move it up. And then I need to mention like supplies and that kind of thing. So I'm going to do that. You can use affiliate links because this is going to be a PDF. Just make sure that if you're using affiliate links, you disclose it and you're honest about it. And you don't do something silly like, hey, I might earn pennies if you click on my link and buy something. I literally hate seeing that. Like, If you're doing affiliate marketing the right way, you're making thousands of dollars. Don't patronize me. Like, don't say that you're making pennies if I buy something through your link. Sorry, that was a side rant. But hopefully this gives you an idea. I know this is not finished, but I'll show you guys the finished product as soon as I get it done. But hopefully this gives you an idea of how easy it is to just use content that you already have and plug it into an opt-in, a paid product. You can even make a course. I could make a course out of this. Like, I could use this workbook and record a few videos and have a DoorDash course done by the end of the day. Not going to do it, but totally could. If anybody wants to steal that idea, go for it, please, by all means. And then leave the link below. I'll go check it out. But just use the templates. And if you're not feeling a template, just delete it. Like, just press the trash button. You don't need to have that page in your workbook if you don't love it, right? So this is all about saving time, saving energy, and using the content that you already have. This is not creating an opt-in from scratch. I want you to go to your blog posts, figure out what you can use that you already have there, and create something beautiful and wonderful. And once you do, leave the link to it below. That's not spammy to me. I love seeing what you create. So leave me a link to your email sign up, to your blog, to whatever it is, and I will check it out and I will let you know what I think. And if you have any questions, you can drop those below as well. Hopefully this was at least a little bit helpful, and be sure to check out my other videos. I've been doing some about Flowdesk, Canva, Jarvis, all kinds of stuff. So please check out my other videos and check back soon because I'll have more content. Thanks for watching.